Day 16 on the Florida Trail, although to be honest this is not actually day 16 today, it is way in the future of day 16. Let me tell you what happened. This day was a horrendous day, my worst day on trail, lots of bushwhacking, lots of muttering under my breath. I took lots of video clips for you guys, and the movie ended up being 33 minutes long, my longest one yet. Well, I hit upload. When I don't have good internet or good cell coverage, it can take a long time to upload videos, especially long ones. Well, after 6 days of trying to upload, it finally said failure to upload, and I was heartbroken because I have deleted most of my clips of this day in order to save space on my devices. I have to delete footage, otherwise I would just have too much and not enough space. So this is what happened. So now I have to piece together. I did manage to save some clips, so you'll get a little bit of idea of what it was like, but not really. And I have to tell you the story face to face now. So I am so sorry it's ending up this way, but trust me, it was a very tough day. It's very pretty, even if I don't know where I'm going. Uh-oh, only in Florida. Only the brave at heart would go out on that pier. All right, so after Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed, Abraham moves away from Hebron and he goes to Southern Canaan, and this is where also the Philistines live. We're not sure why he moved away. Perhaps his flocks and herds needed more new pasture, or maybe there was political unrest in the area. At any rate, he finds himself in a situation where he once again does not trust the king of the land, and he tells Sarah, his wife, to tell them that she is really his sister. Why is that stick bobbing in the water? That is odd. This king's name was Abimelech, and the scholars figure that this is just a general name for the Philistine king, just like Pharaoh is for the Egyptian king, because there are more Abimelech's rulers in the Bible that are named Abimelech. At any rate, he also likes to take women into his harem, and Sarah finds herself in the same predicament as she did 20 years earlier. Okay. After some bushwhacking, I get a little reprieve. And trees are in my way. Oh, that was worth going off trail for. Do you see the little guy? Cute. Sarah must have been really beautiful even in her old age, because Abraham feared that the king would kill him in order to take her as his wife. So God spoke to Abimelech in a dream and told him that what he had did was wrong and to return Sarah back to Abraham. I'm going very slow because they're slippery. Another duck. Well, there's a nice stream anyways. Abimelech was appalled and said to Abraham, "What is this you have done to me? How have I offended you that you have sinned so greatly against me and my kingdom? You have done deeds to me that ought not to have been done." This is the first passage in Scripture that mentions the word prophet, and even though Abraham was supposed to promote God and proclaim Him and speak on behalf of Him, he still shows his distrust in God. Oh no, this looks serious. Why didn't they extend the bridge here? Okay. I'm going to put you away and navigate the edges. And now this trail is really trying to do me in. I got to detour around this, but I will not be defeated. Bushwhacking is what I do today. Okay, I got my place. Ah, more muck. Ooh, sinking. Abimelech was afflicted with some strange disease, and all the women in his harem were barren. So when Sarah was returned to Abraham, Abraham had intercessory prayer for Abimelech, and he and all his household were healed. All right, thank you. Trees down on my boardwalk. Oh man, honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Once again, Abraham receives lots of flocks and herds and servants and silver from the king, and told that he could live anywhere in the kingdom that he wanted. I ended up having to take my pack over and then crawl under that log. And now look at this. This trail has never been maintained since the 1800s, I think. Honestly, I will check myself for ticks thoroughly at the end of the day, or when I'm out of here. Oh my, this is crazy. They don't believe in maintaining this part of the trail. Tangled up in brambles. These are called titi bushes, I think. That's what they're called. Lines. Okay. Ah. So, even though we sin, God can forgive, and He will work things out for the betterment of everyone. Abimelech was able to hear from God personally, and Abraham had the opportunity to pray to God for the pagans. Can you see the path? Barely. Oh, there we go. It's a blaze. Of course there's a branch down. The Eglin crew needs to come work on this trail. Wouldn't that be a dream? Oh. Honestly, it goes from bad to worse. How am I going to get through here? God can use something bad and turn it around and bring glory to Him. And those that didn't have a clue about Him before can now have a relationship with Him. That is pretty cool. Aw, a bright spot in my day. Back to muck-sucking pathways. I want to show you what I use for navigating this trail. Not only the orange blazes, but also this atlas is invaluable. This is how I show Mom where to meet me at. And it gives a really good description of where the trail is. So I'm going to show you what I did today. So these little red dots, that's my Florida trail. The atlas does a really good job of telling me where it is. So I'll say, Mom, drop me off at Dead River Road and pick me up on Highway 20. So that's pretty easy. I mean, the navigating is great. So anyway, this day, I started out here. There was a little bit of a road rock. Here, why this water and these lakes was really hard navigating. Had to do some bushwhacking in there. This part wasn't too bad maintained, but then up in here was brutal bushwhacking and water and just terrible. But this was the worst. This was a complete bog area. Every step I sunk down, and I was afraid I was gonna fall and never get up. And this was a power line crossing here. Anyway, I survived. And then this is a bike ride. Biking all the way to there. So that was 14 miles. The hike was 6 miles, so about a 20-mile day. All right, so not only do I have the atlas, I also have an app. It's called the Far Out app, and it is invaluable. Here's the app, and you can download a lot of long distance trails they have. But we're on the Florida trail, so that's one I got. And now, so it's really neat because this is where I just went through. This is where I'm going through. So here, for instance, tells you right here, let's do that one. Pine Log State Forest, and that you're gonna cross a gate there. And then, so that's 160.2 miles that I've done on the trail, and then your next stop is 160.4. So you know from there to there is 0.2 of a mile. And it also gives you the blue blazes if you want. But the best feature of all, I think, is this GPS. You hit that and you know exactly where you are at on the trail. So I know that I'll soon be hitting Highway 20 here. So this means that you can get water there. There's a pond, and it tells you where there's a pretty place to take a picture if you want, but I didn't find that on this trail. Here's a tent symbol, so that means you can camp there if you want. Anyway, invaluable map. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.